Привет, друзья, с вами Александр, и мы продолжаем прохождение Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Всем приятного просмотра. И... О! Что нам надо? Поговорить с паном Петром за ужином. Пойдем! Идем же жрать, нет? Ладно, пока он думает. О, пошел. Все, всем приятного просмотра, добро пожаловать, друзья. Мы идем есть. Давай, рассказывай. Ну да, у нас тут...
Especially compared. Where are you coming from anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sorosir von Burgo's domain.
We were in a castle cellar.
My God, how did...
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg. Same as Dry Devil.
Absolutely.
Actually, it was pretty much.
Well...
And we nearly got von Burgoff.
And what prevented you...
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name.
Exactly. And they came...
But why would the Pragas send forces...
Ah, but they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Burgoff because he was in a tight situation. And they took him along with them.
Here?
Not just here, but everywhere where...
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce, so he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, but I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. Bring that red from Bergen.
You might...
I'll gladly risk his displeasure.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to...
Yes, I've heard of you.
Yes, a bandit. It's no... And Catherine here...
I'm sure that's of no interest. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here.
Well, we only met once, in fact.
Anyway, as I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason... Where is it?
Well, he was here.
Was here?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say.
That's quite normal for him.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst.
Disturbed?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, I'm sure if you're interested in the details...
What was Dry Devil doing?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans, and it made me a little nervous. If anyone... in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He ought
To do what he's been doing all his life.
One could put it that. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones...
He wants to make deals with...
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the... Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy. And
What do you think about all of this, sir?
What kind of question is that?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great, but that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who did... The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. In my opinion, kingship is above all a
But what if the sovereign is truly bad?
I'll put it this way.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that...
So, what about us?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you. But the earliest, I hope until then, you won't
Just an offer. So you'd let us...
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until...
Who's security?
Good question.
So be it.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein.
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Burgau...
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word...
Thank you for the warm welcome.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's...
I suppose I ought to get to bed.
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here, and cross that corridor and go up the stairs. But first, eat your fill, all of you. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you.
Хорошо, то есть... Бери. 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 Тут что? Не надо. А есть еще что? Вот это хочу. Я это беру, я это не ворую, так что... Хлеб тут не берет, ладно. Ножку. Ножка. Ну подожди, сейчас мы наберем и пойдем. А это не читаешь? Не ломать мы не будем. Давай поедим, что у нас есть такого, что не прям, я понял. Свободно, 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 свободно. Тоже свободно. Не будем рисковать. Что она пролагала аж в моменте. Все, давай есть, давай, давай, давай. Так, 52 самое малое. Ай, ладно, хлеб съели, да? У меня после 53. 5 дней. 3 дня. Ты ешь. 2 дня. Это на лошадь. На лошадь. На лошадь, на лошадь. Ага, окей. О, наелся, прекрасно. Так, что у нас? Буква Д, выкупаться перед сном. И что потом? Ей просто идти спать. Окей. О, барбос. Да, я же... Нет. О, живучесть прокачалась. Давай, сколько у меня, и одну живучесть, да? Никогда не сдаваться. Если во время боя твое здоровье падает, то и до всяких получится, повышая шанс на эффективность, пока твое здоровье не падает, или пока не кончится бой. Ну вот это вот, наверное. Так, я хотел еще посмотреть касаемо моего меча. Сила 11, у меня сила 16. Да, давай поговорим. Что я могу у тебя купить? Набор портного. Если у меня... Подожди, если...
Wasting my time if you don't want anything then.
Прости, пожалуйста. Ну, вот 3 штучки.
Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Факелов лишних. Не, выбрасываю. Мне не надо. Читать, изучить. Не может он задерживаться, что ж. готовы. Мне броник нужен. Я могу здесь увидеть броник? Нет, наверное, хрень там.
Lord Pisek said we...
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and free.
Thank you.
You needn't. And now, if you'll allow me.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Да.
I apologize.
Стой, куда?
Aye, come here. Here, mutt.
Ну все, иди спать.
Excuse me.
Ничего страшного. Так, и мне выше надо подняться. Не, грабить мы ничего не будем. Я бы хотел понять... О! Привет! Где у нас подъем выше есть? О, здесь, окей, буду знать, хорошо.
I'm sorry.
Ничего страшного. Моя? Надеюсь, моя. О! Мои вещи. Прекрасно. Давай. Так, грубые тоже перекинем, я думаю, да? Товарищи, ребятки. Давай пока все вот это вот. А, подожди, стой, нет. Давай все равно скидывать буду. Почему ты мне одел не то, что мне надо вообще? Где мой этот? Окей, хорошо. Сюда. Вот сюда. Поехали складывать. Нет, надо сначала одеться, я думаю, да? Ребятки. Все, давай одеваться. Ну, чуть-чуть лучше, но смысла нет. Ну, что-то где-то лучше, оказывается, было. Давай сначала, наверное, у меня есть набор портного, можно позашивать. Все, надо броника бы. Мгм. Окей. Так, ладно. Давай ремесло прокачалось. Интересно. Ремесло, да. Лучник. Что? Лук и арбалет, который на самом чинишь. С помощью врагов, поэтому давай дальше. Окей. Четырнадцатый у меня какой? Почему у меня недоступно? А, мне тщательный уход нужен. И сапоги с хорохода было бы хорошо, да? Чтоб потом на 20 меньше урона. Ладно, давай тщательный уход. Чтобы потом тщательный уход 2 прокачать. Так, все, в принципе, открываем. И пирог. Передаем. Ну, не знаю, стоит ли. Ну, блин, 6 килограмм пусть лежит. Болты, пули откладываем. Ну, у меня грубых на 6 кил... Нет, грубые оставим. 14 факелов лежат. Мне в большой город починить, закупить все это. И попродавать. И кузнеца бы еще, чтобы выковать нормальные вещи. Что, у меня очки не язык? Подожди, стой. Заметность просто меньше. Вот здесь заметность будет меньше. Но это больше заметности, и это дает обаяние. Тогда это можно скинуть. Срок годности. Это. Вот 10-16 еще можно скинуть. Курятина, сыр, если что. Вот эти отвары пустяжа, не помню. Спасительно оставлю. И это тоже не надо книги. Да, эти оставим. Но у меня нету этого, поэтому пока нету смысла материала. Передаем, поразгружаемся. Задание на. Давай, поехали. Наборы пусть будут, повязки тоже. Бляхи пусть лежат. Это вот. Скину, найду, кому продавать, буду продавать. Сейчас, ну, в смысле, 119 прекрасно. И мы одеты, загружены, перегружены, прогружены. И все, идем спать. Сохраниться. Сам уже спит 12 часов. Нормально. Офигеть. Он был светлее, нет? Мне так кажется. Добро пожаловать, друзья. Приятного просмотра всем. Опять сон.
So you got your revenge. Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
Ну, хрен его знает.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is.
Ugh.
Before you go, I brought you something for Oh, have...
No. Do you...
No?
So...
You haven't dismissed...
Oh, I see.
Бля. Ну все, воин готов, мне кажется.
I apologize.
Страшно.
Excuse me.
Да.
You silly doggy. I mean no discourtesy.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. The king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted.
That sounds important.
Indeed, and that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he...
I know we're in Sukdal, and that this fortress belongs to you. But I don't know when...
It's not exactly a royal... You'll find dozens of such fortresses around. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up...
I'll sort you out nicely!
Meine Dame, we are...
Hello. The word. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here.
That's not how in the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured. What do you say?
I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fierce.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of.
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with it.
Why did you come here?
I have to find Zizka.
You should get a move on. You don't want to keep a man of. I saw Zizka next to the.
I heard.
But they why?
What?
Done
So that
the strip, and yet.
Do you know by chance how to get into that?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand? Listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what leaves Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly.
Did Sigismund also?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat villagers in the vicinity.
What happened?
They raised Mezzalas and a Pato. They haven't been here since then.
How do things work around here?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opato. Diese Banditenbanden have settled in there. So good.
How do I?
Das ist nicht. Or you can all the smell.
Where did you say Sigismund?
Unfortunately, they've occupied the hill. And you walk.
I need to top up my supply.
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka, and that's no surprise because he.
How's it going, Captain?
Sehr interessant.
What of it? So is there any?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace. Aber warte. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosh. He must see. Someone poached a white robe.
White roebuck?
Yeah, and Dobrosh takes it as a personal offense. So
What exactly do you mean by?
just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory. Oh, yeah. Das war alles.
All right.
Mein Freund.
Да где он?
He's a scorcher.
God bless.
How are you?
All the better.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Him?
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible.
What?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing, but if
I beg your pardon. I'm asking because I've just.
it's mercenary work you're interested in, you'll have to ask elsewhere.
Да какие наемники?
Greetings to you too.
It's strange.
How are things?
What do you think? I've seen.
Me?
Just wait until you've been through as much as.
Nah, don't say that.
But enough chat. I see Yobs.
That's why I'm here. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet.
Are you expecting?
I always expect trouble. Yobsters turn coats more, and the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a.
What about that dry devil of yours?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping. I'm not surprised.
At least Jobst might.
He might. To be honest, that's.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my...
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai.
All right, but he sent for us both.
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this.
All right then, I'll be going.
Ну пошли. Пойдем потрещим. Цены пошла.
Henry, where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Мы что-то будем выбирать?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
An unexpected guest?
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zhishka before. And of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trotsky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zhishka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed. Enough about Zhishka. I also heard something about a pillory and poaching. What the hell did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Bergov refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
That must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Of course, but there is a difference between disgrace for a commoner and for a lord.
Бля, 17 этого, я думаю, прокат.
Are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Bergov.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a
Согласен, согласен. Чертила еще тот.
And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent.
Я думал, он на нас гонит, типа. Увы, только кто-то мне рассказал другое.
Is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Bergov's dungeon. And I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
I just thought something up.
Henry, what exactly did you tell them? What you might consider to be a minor detail might be something of utmost importance.
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
But you said you had time to think. So how was it then?
Well,
I've had better liars than you failed to trick me. So tell me, what came out of those loose lips of yours?
although it wasn't me who told him, von Berghoff did get certain information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir, but... well, they tortured us.
That is truly unfortunate. But you've nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's too much to expect anyone to hold their tongue under torture.
But Lord Liechtenstein... what if they killed him because of us?
John went straight into the lion's den. He knew the risks. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Okay.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
Okay.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Поехали.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
Ну где мы? А, мы только отъехали.
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of
И что это за люди, интересно?
What do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanish alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we
Поехали.
get, the better.
Ох, ого. Путь не близкий. Согласен.
I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hip, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Окей. Ты меч-то зачем достал, дружище? А.
I warned you, you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
Дайте мне хоть одного. Ты меч зачем двуручно достал, дружище?
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again?
It's good to see you too.
That doesn't matter now.
Huh?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to...
That we do. Anyway, Henry?
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the...
Thanks.
Not that I...
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alp if he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the...
Shouldn't we leave before... Easy, lad. This was the... If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a clean...
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the... We're looking for the devil.
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about... This is the...
Gentlemen, I won't have this.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day.
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some...
I did...
Pay him.
All right.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but... Well...
That's nice of you.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving.
Can he be trusted? He looks like he'd be happy to...
Treadlight? I don't think so. They'd arrest him as well as if he went to...
If you say... So, what's up with the devil?
That won't be easy.
What? They captured the...
Who captured? How should I know?
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and what...
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3 before we could react. They knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. And fuck, it pisses me off that we had to leave him there.
Do you know where they're...
Why? The town guard took it.
Fuck.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull...
How long has it been since...
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So...
A month?
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they want to send his soul to the Lord in a much... The devil is a proper bastard.
What are they planning to do?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't...
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait...
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but...
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone... Can you think of anything else that might...
Well, how about...
Have you got some...
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some...
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hit...
What place?
This narrow gully west of here.
Looks like there's still some...
And what about...
You'll go with Kubienka to get the hand cannons. He may be...
Great. At least...
Don't dilly-dally. And when you keep an eye on him. And don't let him...
Окей, только... Где? Блять. А моя. Заебись. Блять.
I can't leave until we rescue the devil, whoever he is.
Красноречие прокачалось. Стой, в игрока зайди. Что у нас тут есть? Грозный воин. Ну, это полезно.
I should stay with Kubyanka.
Где он поехал, что я, блядь, не вижу?
If I leave now, the whole plan could go to shit. Go!
Ну я ж не виноват, что лошадь ушла в текстуру, грубо говоря, которых я получил.
If I leave now, the whole plan could go to shit. Go! Go!
Странная музыка такая. А там будут какие-то разбойники, с которыми мы будем драться. Либо его разграбили и придется найти, да? Ну не может быть все так просто. А в кости еще поиграть. Вот сейчас можно было поговорить, пока скачу. И метки ж не покажет. Я знаю. Куда-то. Поэтому едем. Ну, можно было рассказать что-нибудь. Вот там... Я ж не виноват, что он забагалась. И он ускакал просто. Чего не подождал, блин? Тут! Рядом, говорит. Все вообще в какие-то ебеняли. Идем. Но он сворачивает. А, нет, смотри. Ты, по-моему, штаны не растянул. Слизняк. А почему нельзя сравнить? Только не говори, что он дальше поскачет. Окей.
But he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it.
Ну да.
If Anna could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself.
Okay.
Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by this stream. Or right in it. No, that's not it. We're drunk, but we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Edda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Let's start here, Henry.
Давай.
What are we gonna do?
Well, welcome to our camp.
Oh, this mess.
Hey, you don't see me in...
So where are the cannon?
We hit something down below, and something is buried a little ways up.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those places.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around. Anyway, we need a shovel.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it until he woke up.
Come on then.
Спасибо. Хватай лопату. Пошли. Ну хрен его знает. Можно было деревья посрубать. Без них уже.
Lad, hey, here it is. Bring the shot. Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted.
Хорошо, место.
We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried them. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodiel, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Видимо, я.
Listen,
just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons.
Of course not.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something.
Why not?
Good boy.
Давай.
I found something.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Right.
А я одну сложил как раз. Ну, выпили, можно искать, ну. Мне я ему отдала. Конечно. Как он называется? Можно будет самому потом выкрыть.
Right. Enough playing around. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time. Ah, so this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life. Some soap.
What about us?
Lodiel is here. Then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
Меня воняет то, что порылся. Это что покопал. Ты ж, по-моему, меньше выпил. Или вы сейчас опять пахнули, пока копал?
This is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never. I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. You can guess which of... See?
God, why are you...
Oh, don't cry.
Will you take the cannon? Right.
Let's go. Or
I'd rather go with you.
mount up then. We've wasted...
В смысле? Какое место засады? Нам или которое мы хотим сделать? Удобная вещь. Нажал кнопку, и она скачет. И все прекрасно. Добро пожаловать, друзья. Приятного просмотра.
How did Ziska put it? The best shot north of the Alps,
And also the best singer north of Sasau. Nightingales have nothing on you.
А где лук? Он с мечом ходит. Он пиздатый лучник, но он с мечом.
Women, my break your heart and you want no other. Forget that and throw up and drink your wine, brother. Quadrants of harlots and drags from the wine kegs. Fuck all the rest today. I'm with my comrades. Fuck all to eat today. Still we'll be merry. Drink your booze, then we'll make hats roll like berries.
Угу. Продолжай, продолжай. Там какие-то люди.
Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's
А. Вот так. Поденщик. 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 Поденщик.
What about...
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ?
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the...
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would...
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own leg. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it, right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubianka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
И тогда... Едут, да? Немного. Ты кто? А, это этого чувака везут, да?
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
But you hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul!
What the fuck? Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Бабам, бабам. Ну, пиздец. Бля. Ну ёп.
My leg, damn it! You
Now that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
О боже, блядь.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, Bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
All right. Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
Listen to me carefully. In the woods around us, we have dozens of archers and crossbowmen. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces. We'll kill the rest the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shit. There's barely a dozen of you. If you could kill us all, you'd have done it already.
That's not true at all.
Oh. And you're hiding in the forest with all... Have at them.
Блять. Кого ты мне дал? Ты дурак? Забери эту залупу и не пользуйся ей больше. Обобрать. Забирай все.
You want to try me?
No mercy!
Slice him up! Help me with him!
It's a one big fuck you!
Hey! Fuck!
Hey, that one's heavy! What's it to be, you rebel?
Ты ёбаный воин.
Little match for us, fucker. You've got a lot to learn.
What?
Oh! Oh, shit!
You want to try me?
Fuck! I can't get a shot in!
Hi, you swine!
Show what you're made of!
Так, давай посмотрим, может... Давай туда. Бля, не, наверное. Давай в одежду. Вот. Выбросить. То мы пока оставим. Так, надо повязки заюзать.
So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, but be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
Подождите. Боевой арбалет. Ну, нахер. Нахер. Вот это... Нет, стой, это на лошадь. Блять, серьезно? А что я такого набрал? Выбрасываю, пусть лежит пока. Кило выбрасывай. Здесь что-то такое, блядь, дешевое. Вот это выбросить, вот это. Вот это. Пусть будет. Более-менее, окей. Поехали. На лошадь. Вот и пусть будет. Выбросить. Нихера. С наносником. Появись. Не получилось тогда соврать там. Ну ничего. Сейчас по выбрасыванию еще плюс бабки будут. Бля. Ой, боже. А ты сытость почти полная, да? Давай в пищу. Что он мне красит? Нового пройдет.
We should get out of here.
The sooner we're gone. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those. Although I have a second hole in it now because of you.
That was an accident. I could...
That would be a shame. We'd be hard.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth.
Don't thank me until you know what we're...
Ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me.
How are we doing, Devil? Do you have...
Hideout. That old camp was a shit.
Don't insult our...
Shush! We can... Here. This here hole is far from town. And as such, as long as you're paying, old Treadlight will... This place has everything we need. And people who come here can be...
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den. And I like them.
All right, have it your way. But back to the point, Devil.
My people?
No, he...
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't say...
But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and... if she's all right. She said she'd...
All right, I'll go along.
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack. Where can we find...
I'd like to know that, too. Where are they, Kibienka? Why didn't you...
You gather a band of criminals, and then you are surprised they cannot...
So, no...
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows...
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to... Will you help us?
I reckon I don't have a choice, do...
I'll like that.
At least tell him where to find the bastards.
I'd love to. But I don't even know...
Not many of us are left. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere.
What about Bahuta and his brother?
Slavik died, Bahuta took it badly. He's not
Fuck.
Henry may be able to...
I doubt it, but he can...
Do we have anyone?
Well, there's Matthew and Ronyak.
And that's all?
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting...
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old...
In that case...
Well, you've only given me their names, but I need to know a bit more than that.
Come and see me before you head out. I knew them pretty well.
Liechtenstein can wait.
Great. But be careful. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so...
I'll bear that in...
All right, go ahead. But don't forget...
Окей, подождет Катерина.
Why do they call you the drop?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call...
All right. I was only joking. I don't even... And my... It's certainly catchier than His Grace Sir Hinnick the First of Kunstad, and yeah, that name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. But say Dry Devil.
How are your injuries?
Well, I didn't really need a second arsehole, so hopefully it was... Can't really sit, stand, or lie down.
It was just terrible luck that we hit you.
Yeah, I was feeling bitter for a while. But then I thought, and between us, I think it's still better to die of a shot.
How do you know
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. I thought we were fucked. But then, Kubienka appeared, dragging a ladder.
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating. Because we thought he'd been dead for 2 days. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to pay for drink.
How long have you known?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian
So you were his command?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old wanted robber baron I don't give a shit about this.
Ah, all right then.
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life. Only...
Okay.
You said you were going to tell me more about the...
You really do not waste. Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm. As far as I know. Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janosch, and maybe Matthew.
Tell me about Bahuta first.
Well, Bahuta. He was always... He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them.
It sounds like youth, but you said his brother was...
Yes. He died right before Bahuta's eyes. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if...
Where can I find...
At the rectory in Grunts. He helps...
Did you ever see him again?
Yeah.
You think it'll be different?
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the devil's back, he will come to...
I'll go up.
But be careful, was Slavic, who kept him from ending up on the gallows because of a fight.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella. Someone with a name like that, surely...
The name may be pretty, but he's as ugly as sin. You better not... He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade route.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Misk. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's
If he's so crooked, why did you...
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince...
What about the rest of the...
Of course. That leaves Janos, Ada and Raniek. I don't know where they are.
Who is this Ada?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Ada because he can't keep his snake in his... He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough...
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Ada will be...
How am I supposed to communicate with Ada?
Yes, you do. We all say kurva. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always...
Tell me more about this Raniek.
Raniek has a great aim. Oh, and that bow of his. I tell you...
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing... If anyone is really unlucky, but he would not stop if you were to cut...
Do you have any idea?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try out. It is possible he lost his son.
Did you ever see him again after the death?
Oh, just once. He wanted me to lend him. Oh, but I was skinned and looking for a way to get either way. I told him to fuck off. And...
Tell me about this.
Janos. He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you...
And how did he get here?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has... But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will...
How can I...
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human, where you talk to him.
I'm already liking this Janos.
Janos.
I like good food too.
You too will. Janos has seen a lot of the world. Tasted everything. If you let it...
Thanks.
I may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it.
Окей. С тобой давай.
What will you do?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better.
Who is this Kubyanka anyway?
We were defending a castle and hiding in the woods together. He was always closer with the...
Can he be trusted?
Aye. When he's sober, that is. When he gets drunk, he's known to provoke until fists start. Did you see what happened when we first arrived?
You mean how they wanted to cut his throat for cheating at...
Aye. It's best not to play with him. You'd be better...
What should I know about...
Just look at him and you'll know everything.
I heard he's a nobleman.
He's the captain of Znojmo. But it's true that he doesn't. He has a foul mouth and he's anything but chivalrous in a fight.
I suppose he's not...
Certainly not. He's as twisted as a hangman's noose. He can also be bitter and angry as a rabid dog. It's...
What draws you to him then?
We're both different. That's our strength. I'm in charge when everything goes according to plan. When things go to shit, he takes over. It often turns bloody, but sometimes victory is more important than honor.
Aren't you worried about Catherine?
You think I should?
I don't know. Alone when you're stalking Liechtenstein.
No one forced Catherine. She knows what she's doing, and she can take care of herself. Remember how she dealt with the guards at Trotsky? She's braver and...
Aye, but...
Catherine sharpens her dagger every day. It's always razor sharp. However...
Окей. Ну, пошли. Кости где? Выше? Кто играет в кости? Кто? Я сейчас... Блять, я никто. Я готов сыграть за всеми. Так. Так, с тобой нам не о чем говорить. Что у нас подводит? Замки. Мне туда не надо, мне это не интересно. Ну, это пока не отслеживает. Угу. Это все, что мы знаем сейчас. О!
Your hand... But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have a...
How long have you been a...
I was supposed to be a carpenter. Then I lost my masters. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. What?
Who taught you how...
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table. So they let me... I learned the rest as I went.
That commander...
No. I only met the devil later. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it?
More or less, but I think he understands. You see?
What honor?
Exactly.
Why were you the only one of your band who tried...
I don't think I could sleep easy. Fuck, I know the devil better than I know. And he still owes me groschen from all...
How do you know...
I think
Who did you ambush?
This man actually ambushed us. Actually, the outcome was they jumped us at a bend. Before we knew it, blood was spilled.
Just you?
I was so fucked up that as I cocked my crossbow, the boast...
And you still have both of...
Saint Bibiana must have been watching over me. My gloves came off, revealing... I reckon they had fun watching me jump around, curse and flail my arms. So they kept me.
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way.
But of course. We have 2 free... I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, Ink.
Treadlight. The name's...
I have a question.
Ask away.
You don't seem like...
And what else would I...
Oh, come on. And full of rogues on...
Me?
An honest-to-God fence.
How dare...
Stop with the mummery. You think I want someone sniffing around here? It's in my best interest.
All right, then. Pretending to be a poor old ink... If you ever find any...
I reckon that...
I'm glad to hear it.
What's new around?
There was a great... The grand... There's talk maybe the... And then she's the one... She said that he... You know...
Was he a fucking... So what...
The girl...
Who was...
The way Smolka described him to me. He must... I've seen a few of those around.
You any idea where...
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd...
I'll take...
I'm glad to hear it. When you're done... And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Show me...
Что у тебя есть? Давай.
Let's talk about the...
Sure.
Is this it?
That's... Aye. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Еще выше комната. А нет моего этого сундука, чтобы я смог продать? Ну, он про комнаты говорил. Может, они не здесь наверху, а ниже? Типа здесь. Это выход, да? О, кузнец какой-то. Здорово. Я не хочу ограбить, с ним поговорить.
God be with you.
Whistling at me. I'm not interested.
Ну поехали, куда сейчас рванем? Ух, ебать. А что так далеко? На Б пойдем.
Come here.
Отдыхай. Там сейчас будем. А тут что за лагерь? Купальня. Не сильно они похожи на купальню. А есть здесь кто? О, там. Да. И кто? Служанка мне. О, аптека.
What do you have?
What do you have for...
Твары.
I'd like to...
Well,
how's the...
look. Aye. Thank you. And a good day to you, friend.
Сколько по времени? 12, не будем пока. А мне далеко туда пилить вообще? Далековато, но лошадь не хочет. Магический стол. Тут аптеки шаман. Ну, пойдем пробежимся. Почему она не хочет скакать быстро?
Quick.
Телепорта нету, потому что я там еще не был. Почему она не бежит? Что ей не нравится? А где? Что-то не похоже на придорожье. Пойдем пешком. Может, кого интересного встретим. Ну, там деревня. Мне туда? Интересно. Хер знает, по-моему, нет. Ну, там какая-то деревня. Можно зайти еще поговорить там. А тут что случилось?
Hey, lad.
What are you...
What does it look like? I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, but I can tell you, it...
Look, you know you... It looks a bit like a...
A horn. Nobody's...
What?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with...
What?
Aye, an arrow. With an arrow.
You have an arrow stuck in your head? I've never seen anyone with an arrow in his head.
Of course I should be. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies.
Oh?
Always questions all of a sudden. How about you tell me who you are?
I'm...
Oh, fuck. I heard it was... Well, at least you got... Look, the name's Carter. On account of... Well...
How come the arrow didn't kill you?
Because...
You said that.
Thing is, you don't believe... Sometimes I get mixed up in... I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had no wounds, no bruises, nobody can hurt me. They haven't a...
Well, that could very well be a coincidence.
It ain't no coincidence. This arrow here...
Doesn't it hurt?
Look, when God blesses you...
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't... It's still...
Do you think it could be...
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms. Shove...
Easy! I was just asking. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No. I'm worried that you wouldn't march and...
I understand.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without us. Me and my lads got ourselves into some but enough chat. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here.
And what's in it for me?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your net.
True. But good deed.
All right, then. If you help him...
What's in these?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around on it these days. Everyone locks up their cottages. Sties, coops, and who knows what else. And then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin.
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal. And what are you going to do with this?
What do you mean? It's so, will you...
Well...
Glad to... Oops.
Что-то он ему не доверяет.
Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind.
Ну, пойдем.
You can be invincible and blessed by God, but 2 sacks
Ну
of
да.
charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
You're probably not a monk, are you? What are you then? Bandit?
Ha! Bandit. Don't sound too good when you say it out loud. Bandit. Do you know who the real bandits are, in my opinion?
I don't.
Them lords what hold their protective hand over us.
Mhm.
They stuff themselves to bursting, hunt in the forest, start wars, and the
Ну, как всегда.
folk has to do all the work for them. And when you get in their way, they string you up or beat you like a dog. Not even the worst bandit behaves like that. That's what people should be whipped for in the stocks, not for hunting a deer in some noble's forest, or picking something up here and there. We're just trying to survive is all.
You said we. Are there more of you somewhere?
Of course there is. And with what's been going on, There's more and more of us. Towns get raided all the time, and folk have nowhere to go. So they head into the forests and become bandits, as you call them.
Well, I meant nothing by it.
Right. I used to live an ordinary life myself, before it all got to me. First, my wife got a fever, so I paid the sawbones to help her, and nothing. He took the money, but it didn't help, so my dearest died. Then the soldiers came. I don't know if they were ours or someone else's, but they took everything. And whatever they didn't take, they torched. I had nothing left. So now we live in the forest, like animals. We don't have no other option.
Ну так.
If it makes you feel any better, I've lost a lot too.
Of course, we all have. Some more than others. But we've all lost something.
This sack really is heavy. How much further is it?
We're getting close. Hang in there.
Она ж разлагаться, по идее, должна, и там уже вообще какие-то ужасы должны творить. Ну, там видел, там какой-то чувак. Ну да, мы обходом идем, можно будет потом в эту деревню сходить. Или то, что у нее там расшалось, то, что там все горело. А чё он вражеский?
Ah, sucker. Would be fine by me, but when I eat fish that's been dead God knows how long.
Заяц, разбойник, разбойник.
I dropped that sack over there, but look here. What if I let slip that?
Why would you do? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of. Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad not everyone is willing to help. I'm
glad to be.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you, but now you should get going. The fellas get nervous. Lord be with you.
Так. Счастливо. Не знаю. О, добро пожаловать, приятного просмотра всем, друзья. А то вроде никого, кто-то был, а потом бац, еще народ подвалил. Бегаем сейчас, ищем чертову шайку. Может, всю соберем, не знаю. Барбос. У меня что нету? Бля. Поэтому бежим. Что, у меня вообще еды с собой нет? Не, ну есть. Что, он ни сыр, ни хлеб не ест? О, ну там какой-то человек есть. Какой-то хулиган. Платные поножи. Ну, блядь. Не знаю, где грунт-то. Здорово.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Окей. Ты кузнец? Ты плавильщик.
What does he do then? And that's a nice earner, is it?
А есть с кем-то поговорить, поторговать. Вот ты кто? Тоже плавильщик. Вот ты кузнец.
So, what's it to you? Kiss my arm.
Farewell. Fucking hot. What would you like?
Greetings.
What can I say? It's all shit. But my apprentice Matthias, on the other hand, that lad could outdo many a fancy. Just look at this dagger he made me.
Are you serious?
Who do you think you are, you scum?
Well, I've been working the forge with my father, but even back then I never made anything this awful.
Know what, you master of masters? I bet
How would a bet like...
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit, and forge a hunting, and if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords.
And of course, you'll be the judge, right?
Well, of course.
And what if my sword isn't...
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? How much do you take the bet or...
Сотку? Давай.
I'm not...
You haven't won yet.
Так, ну все, давай. Меч для состязаний, да? Тесак для состязаний. Ну, наверное, да. Сейчас посмотрим. У нас должно быть пиздатого 4-го уровня что-то там. Да не паникуй. Ну, сверху потом мы начнем. Начнем снизу.
It'll be done in no time.
О! Отлично. Ну, вроде все должно замечательно, я надеюсь. Тем более, что мы зря прокачали. Что? Качество. А где? О.
What can I do for you?
I brought you the hunt.
Aye. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache.
Right. Thanks.
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch my... Well then, let's...
Feast your eye.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, Master.
Let's see. That's impossible. Such...
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasted. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell.
Thanks for the advice.
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, Matt. And you?
What? That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice.
Take a good look at me, you yokel.
I'm looking at you all right, but all I see is a loud mouth.
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on...
Don't get too cocky now.
Break a leg, Matthias.
I'll show you. What the hell are you doing? You cheater!
We're done here.
You've got some nerve. Cheating and then showing up.
Cheating?
Don't make excuses and give me your...
All right, all right.
So what's it gonna be?
Well...
I don't care about your...
Что мне надо ему отдать?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hope you fall on it.
Ha!
How can I help? I'll have a...
Мне, во-первых, есть у тебя какие-нибудь чертеж боевого длинного меча можно взять. Сейчас посмотрим. И набор броник мне нужны все. Торгуемся.
Word about the... Do we have it? That's... You see? Thank you, and take care.
Косарь я просто отдал. Ну, мне надо броню починить. А что еще купил? Подожди. А, чертеж. Боевой. Талесскую сталь. Найду я у тебя талесскую сталь?
What will it... I'll have a... Word about the... Wow. Do you accept? Wow. Ah, thank you. And...
О, давай перекуем. Посмотрим, какой там распиздатый будет.
Kurva. Burning it.
Да не сильно там.
Oh, you pooch.
Я думал, оно уже. Да не сгорит. Паникуй. Просто оно отсвечивает. Не сильно видно.
Almost got it done.
Ну и отлично. Прекрасно. Да он и так закаленный, можно было его сразу же. Ну и что мы сейчас получили? Какой-то убермеч? Неплохо. Но вместо 2 ячеек. Боевой длинный меч. Шкура, навершие, карта, сталь, железо.
What do you have?
А у него такого нету.
Maybe next time then.
Окей, грунту мы нашли, хорошо. А тут кто? И что тут предлагают? Барышня.
How's your sister?
Good afternoon.
How's it go?
Kona the Black. She's all she told and you're an
That sounds interesting. I'd like my horse bathed, bruh.
as you wish, but it will take some.
What if I just Is this
That work.
Here you go then.
Now then.
Спасибо.
All finished. Those hooves gave
Ну, мне пока моей лошади хватит. Я думаю, устроит. Понял. Где у вас этот? Тут, наверное. Мне нужно это как.
Well, have a nice journey. I'll be going.
Oh, aye. I'll see you later. What? Can I help you?
Да.
Can I help you?
Мне бы найти у вас корчму. Я уже ушел. Вот тут, наверное. О.
What would you like, Fred? How's fine? They drink. So? I'm not the type of innkeeper to get an inn only to complain about it being. We live the best. The silverwood. If only. I remind.
What's new around?
These days, there's mainly been talk about. I don't know what. If you're interested. And.
Interesting. What's new?
Nothing much. If you're looking for.
Can I spend? Just the one.
For a. I'll have a look. Maybe next time then.
А что, в кости никто не играет здесь? Давай. Понял, надо было разгрузить. Ну ладно же. Сколько у меня весит? Подожди, стой, мой вес. Ой, я могу столько же еще нести. Ты кто?
Good day. What do you...
I'd like to atone.
Son, your action...
I'm ready to...
A cross stands pray.
What penance do you give me?
Say the Lord's Prayer.
Time to go.
That's right. How is life? There is divine peace here. It's the locals are hard working.
Glad to hear.
Aye, aye. God be with you.
Ну, мы сходим туда попозже.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Now and...
Excuse me.
That's right. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil...
He is free. And anyway, tell him I'm definitely...
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack.
Just Ranyek. It has been a few...
What did he want?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, and that he would definitely... As always...
Ranyek still...
That fella will never learn, and he won a really nice bow once, and he's had nothing but...
Do you know where I...
Last time, he told me he had a game arranged.
Thanks. Why don't you want...
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself. There is no way to do that.
I'll be on my way. I probably...
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray. God knows he needs it.
We can. Though I don't...
Every soul can be reformed. Look at me. I used to kill, but I learned that it was the wrong way.
Why all of...
Come pray with me and... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But, if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway? Just as I thought.
I didn't say anything.
Exactly.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that...
You know my brother?
Aye.
Aye. We were in the band together. But the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke, Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a... Together with my brother, I buried my past here. And vowed...
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind.
Why did you decide to leave everything back?
Because of my brother. I was with him and he was completely overcome with horror. I never thought he could...
But you must have been used to seeing death.
He did not fear death, but what comes next? He knew that now he's paying for it. It may be foolish, but I believe that if I reform myself before the Lord...
Don't you want...
That's not up to me. He has to help himself.
Too bad.
I thought you said you wanted to...
Oh. Aye, all right.
Yes, aye, but it's Latin, so Pater Noster. Advente... Your turn now.
Pater Noster. Adventit at...
That's right. Panem most room.
Amen.
That's that then.
I hope the Lord will hear it. I'll let you meditate in peace.
Wait a bit. Here, take this. You're a good man. I don't want to ever touch them again, but they might.
Oh.
Think about what I told you.
Что он мне за карту дал? Там, где бараны, слева от баранов. Я понял. Ну не, мы туда как-нибудь потом сходим. А на этом что? Правильно. Мы сейчас тогда и закончим. Поэтому... Всем огромное спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, комментируйте, ставьте лайки. Всем до встречи в следующих сериях, на следующих стримах. Всем до встречи. Всем пока.